Lost Island is a brand new, independently owned and operated theme park located in Waterloo, Iowa. This park just opened last year in 2022 at a cost of $100 million. This park is owned by the Birch family, who also own and operate the wildly successful Lost Island water park just down the road. So with the success of that park, they figured, hey, let's open a dry park as well. And you can see that they put their heart and soul into this new park. As I said earlier, it was built from the ground up at a cost of $100 million. And it is evident that every single detail about this park was well thought out. The theming and immersion of this park is far beyond what you would expect from a regional park. In fact, this is probably in the top tier of regional parks in the US in terms of theming. It is that impressive. The park has a very detailed backstory, and there are so many Easter eggs scattered throughout the park that we have barely scratched the surface of at this point. It also has a decent ride collection that fits the park almost perfectly, including a spectacular, brand new, trackless dark ride. Lost Island is a 91-acre park and consists of 5 realms: Mira Fire Realm, Yuda Earth Realm, Udara Air Realm, Awa Water Realm, and Tamariki Spirit Realm. The first 3 realms I mentioned are more focused around thrill rides, while the latter 2 are more geared towards family attractions. The general theme of this park is a tropical island, sort of Polynesian theme. Each realm has attractions which are all painted in the color scheme of their realm, and the pavement is painted different colors in the realms as well. There are also 2 walk-around characters for each of the realms, plus a sort of main guide character, for a total of 9 walk-around characters. When we visited the park, these weren't yet a thing, but they have since been added. There is also a companion app to the park, which, to be honest, I didn't know about when we visited the park. But from what I've seen from others, it's pretty awesome, and apparently the park even includes geofencing and NFC technology embedded in the pavement around the park. This is the kind of stuff I'm talking about when I say the owners really put their heart and soul into this park. They've included all of this sort of stuff in the park. Apparently there are also all sorts of Easter eggs all over the park, and they even have their own language, which you can purchase a dictionary for in the gift shop. Now onto the rides and attractions. Their most thrilling attraction is the Intamin hydraulic launch coaster Matugani, located in the Earth Realm. We've posted a separate review for this attraction, which is linked in the description, so I will just give the short version here. This coaster is a relocation from Liseberg in Sweden, where it operated from 2005 to 2016 as Kanonen. However, you wouldn't know it. The launch packs a punch despite what appear to be somewhat average stats for a launch on paper. The compact and fast-paced layout offers airtime, laterals, hang time, and positive Gs. Overall, this is an awesome attraction, and I would definitely say it is in my top 2 attractions at the park. I'm still not sure if it is my number 1 at Lost Island though. As of right now, it is one of only 2 operating Intamin accelerator coasters in the country, as 3 of the 5 located in the US are standing but not operating at the moment. However, I think the park did a pretty solid job of keeping this attraction operational when we visited. The other major attraction in the Earth Realm is Yuta Falls, a log flume. We didn't ride this attraction during our visit, and I'm not 100% sure if it was operational, but from what I've heard, there isn't always water running down the main drop, even if the attraction is running. It definitely looks like a fun ride though. The other attraction that is in my top 2 in the park, but I'm not sure is my favorite, is Lost Island's trackless, interactive shooting dark ride, Volcano Quest for the Golden Idol, located maybe 100 yards away from Matugani in the Fire Realm. Going in, I had heard people saying that this is the best dark ride at a regional park in the US, so I had high expectations. In addition, it won the Golden Ticket Award for Best New Family Attraction in 2022. It definitely delivered. This attraction is so immersive, and it pretty much blew my mind, to be honest. It uses a combination of screens, props, and animatronics. Apparently, they even use real fire as part of the effects as well. The storyline fits right into the backstory of the park, and there's a pre-show that explains the entire theme and storyline of the ride. Outside of Disney and Universal, this is probably the best dark ride in the entire country. In my opinion, you shouldn't watch a POV of this ride before visiting. It's more fun if you don't know what's coming. That's just my opinion though. This is Lost Island's signature attraction, and the entire ride is contained inside the show building, which looks like a volcano. Volcano really is the complete package for a dark ride, and it's everything you could ever want from a regional park. Also in the Fire Realm, there's a Zamperla Disco and a Mosier Sidewinder. These are both pretty fun rides and are both themed to fire as well. The final realm that is based around thrill rides is the Air Realm. It contains a Vekoma SLC with the extended layout with extra helix at the end. If you're not familiar with the Vekoma SLC, it is an inverted coaster model that is notorious for being shaky and having poor track quality. However, this installation, Nopuko Air Coaster, is an interesting case. It was also a relocation, this from a South African park. It has new trains with vest restraints, and that definitely helps the ride experience. From our rides, if you can ride it somewhat defensively, it can actually be a fun ride. But there is one awful moment on the rollover at the beginning of the layout where your head is actually slammed back against the back of the seat. So there's a moment of headbanging even with the vest restraints. However, other than that, the ride is a pretty fun experience. Sure, it's kind of shaky like you would expect from an SLC, but it is forceful and does traverse the inversions fairly quickly. And the extra helix at the end is probably the best part of the ride. Overall, it's no great nor'easter, but it's definitely not a Mind Eraser or T3 either. There are also 2 fun flat rides in the air realm. One of them is an S&S drop tower called Skyborne. It is average in terms of forces, offering a stomach dropping feeling and some floater airtime on the way down. However, it has a really nice view at the top and a cool queue and pre-show. That's what I love about this park. And how many other parks will you find a heavily themed S&S drop tower? Not very many. The other flat ride in this realm, Amara Aviators, is a Gerstlauer Skyfly. This is a model of flat ride that I wish we could see more of. It's an awesome flat ride, one of my favorites in fact. I've never really been much of a flat ride kind of guy, but whenever a park has a Skyfly, I try to go out of my way to get a ride or 2 on it. All the rides in this realm really do fit into the whole theme of flying. The other 2 realms aren't based around thrill rides, but family attractions. The main attraction in the water realm is a Ferris wheel, which gives nice views of the entire park and is sort of located on an island in the middle of the lake. And the Spirit realm features a bunch of attractions for kids, including an SBF Visa Wacky Worm, which we of course rode for the credit because we are entitled Thuzies. If you're going to get this credit, you have to be under a certain height. I think it was 6 foot 4 inches. And even though I was under the height, I had to turn my entire body to the side to fit inside the seat. This coaster runs through the layout 4 times a cycle, and I was in pain for the entire time because my knees were stuck against the seat in front of me. But that's really only a problem if you are above 6 feet tall. Since you've made it this far in the video, I ask that you please consider subscribing, or at least dropping a like, as it really does help out our channel. Overall, Lost Island is a park that I highly recommend visiting. They've had some attendance issues, but their attendance is starting to increase, so that's definitely a good sign for the park. It's immersive, and it has a very cohesive theme that evidently a lot of thought was put into. In fact, it's evident that a lot of thought was put into the entire park. Looking at the front entrance, the positioning of the Ferris wheel right behind the front entrance, and just all the little details that are present in the park are proof of that. I've never been someone who cares all that much about theming. Give me an elite roller coaster and that's good enough for me, theming or not. But Lost Island's theming even had me impressed and immersed in the park. So get out to Lost Island and support this park, because I'd love to see what else they can do in the future. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.